Now, our buddy JP Finlay from CSN, CSNWashington.com, joins us to talk some Redskins. Good morning, JP.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me on.
What's up, man?
Does your job change in the next few days and weeks now that they actually slapped the tag, which a lot of us expected, on Kirk Cousins?
I had totally blocked today off to handle Cousins watch. I was going to go in the office at like 11 a.m. So it's definitely kind of opened today up, at least, that, the news is kind of over for now. I'm maybe in the minority now. I'm not sure, but I'm starting to think more and more that they're going to get a long-term deal done.
I'm with you.
I think going exclusive really says something rather than going non-exclusive, even if it's just like a posturing thing. Hey, Kirk, look, we're showing we want you. But I still think that's going to take some time. I don't expect that news to come out for a while.
I am with you. If anything, that signaled to me, look, Kirk has said all along, look, he'd like to explore the idea of being a free agent, et cetera. Hasn't had that since high school. But he's also expressed, either directly or through other people, that he just wants to feel wanted, right? And how could you not feel more wanted than a team placing the exclusive franchise tag on you? I think it bodes well. I think the team already knows. This is pure speculation. You can write this off as fake news if you want, JP. But I think the team clearly knows the kind of parameters that it would take to get a deal done. They've had preliminary discussions. They know what the agent's looking for. The cap's going up a ton every year, like $11 million every year the last 5 years. It's going to go up again next year. They have the money to get this done. They know how valuable a commodity it is to have, even if you just say he's a top 15 quarterback. I'm telling you, I agree with you. I really, really think they're going to get this done. Now, here's the key. It has to be done before July 15th, or they're in deep doo-doo. Because then, at that point, he will explore his options.
By the way, before you answer, JP, here's a stat that I think should solidify it for the front office. Just sign him, give him his long-term deal. Among all players with at least 500 attempts, Cousins is the NFL's highest-rated passer since midseason of 2015. He's not top 10. He's not top 15 in that.
He's number one in that.
He is number one. Everybody else is looking up at one, Kirk Cousins.
I mean, he's an extremely accurate passer. He's smart in his reads. He'll go to his check down guys. He's a guy you should – I mean, really the only true mistake the Redskins have made is not getting this deal done last year. I'm with you, EB. I think they get a deal done now. Like you said, I think they have a rough idea where the money has to be. And, we all kind of scoffed at it, but Bruce Allen seemed awfully confident they would get this deal done. And it's going to be interesting to see if he was right all along, and they do get this thing done. And I don't remember the exact what did he say. It's not that complicated or something. I mean, maybe it's not, and this thing's going to work out just fine. But to your point about Kirk wanting to feel wanted, he said all along, hey, if they tag me, I'm cool with it. I consider that them wanting me. But the exclusive tag instead of the non-exclusive just takes that a step further. And it's important to kind of flip out the other side, to point out the other side of this, is by going exclusive, it also gives the Redskins back a little bit of the control that they were losing in this situation. Now Cousins and his agent can't go out and talk to other teams and potentially work on deals that the Skins would never want to have to match. So now, if a team wants to talk about Kirk, they have to come through Bruce. They have to come through Scott. They have to come through the Redskins front office, and it lets the team decide, hey, we're not letting you talk to him because maybe we think you're going to go to too much money or whatever that case may be. It brings back a little bit of the leverage to the team side. So as much as this could be a nice gesture to Kirk, we really want you, it's also better for the team, I think.
It makes them look better. It makes them feel better anyway.
JP,
Certainly.
If you had to guess, who's the most reluctant of the three, Snyder, McLuhan, or Allen, to give Kirk the long-term deal? Who's most against it?
It's a tough question because at this point, it's hard to say who, but you'd have to think, what do we know, right? You try to figure out exactly what we know to answer that question, and we know that Dan and RG3 had a really close relationship. For better or worse, those two were really tight. And clearly there was reluctance to go to Kirk in the first place. So you've got to wonder if, hey, that's not where some of the hesitation for a long-term deal comes from. But that said, that could have shifted in the last year when Kirk almost threw for 5,000 yards. And clearly cemented himself as an NFL quarterback, as a starting NFL quarterback. And, you guys just said the stat where he's going to have some really incredible stats. I think they still need to score more. I think the red zone productivity needs to go up before we can really start talking about Kirk as a top 10 passer. But he's an NFL starter. Those are hard to come by, and I think the team has got to see that. And I think the exclusive tag is a step in that direction.